Every now and then, we are lucky enough with our Zango videos to have a Zango road trip. And that's exactly what we've done today. 59 Majors Close, WAMBOIN. We're about 25 minutes out of Canberra. We have Holly from Home by Holly to show us around this amazing, beautiful property. How are you going?
I'm really great, thank you. It was a quick road trip though, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, it really was. Okay, so let's have the helicopter view to start off with because we're on acreage and there's a number of structures on this property, isn't there?
That's a really good way to frame it actually, and to get us started, to do a mud map. So if we start right up at the street and come down the driveway, you come to the first house, which is the brand new build on this property, and continue down the drive to this original property, this original home that houses more of a larger family. And then as you go, there's an attached indoor swimming pool. You've got a 6-car garage. You've got a beautiful vegetable garden just off to the side of the garage. And then as you go down, there's a flower growing area. There's a beautiful glass house, and then also the palatial chook pen and a dam.
That's exactly what I said. I looked out the back. I went, well, that's a chicken palace, isn't it? All right. So you've sort of done a good job of taking us and having a look at the whole thing. Where we want to break it down. Let's start right here because this is the heart of this beautiful original structure.
Exactly, and that's why we thought we'd sit here in the heart of the home, of course, which is the kitchen for every home. This home was about 1980s, so it's got some really lovely elements like the rake ceilings, the timber panelling, there's timber joinery throughout, the brick sort of thermal mass of the home there with the fireplace and a step-down lounge room. So there's some really lovely features. Also with the glass everywhere, sliding doors that open up to all of the outdoors. So from sitting here, we've got multiple living areas. The main bedroom is separated with the most pink and beautiful ensuite. And then down here, the kids can be in the 3 bedrooms, bathroom, and the central sort of living, kitchen, dining room. We'll walk over there a little bit later, but there is a in-ground indoor swimming pool that has been beautifully restored by Matt and Jean, and there's a slide and a bar and the most resort style living that you can enjoy in this property.
You feel like you walk into a resort in Fiji, don't you? I should just mention Matt is a builder as well, so everything is done to the nth degree, and you can really see that. Back over in the master bedroom, I walked in and it's not sweeping views, but you'll be waking up to beautiful bush setting every day. It's just magnificent, isn't it?
It really is. And you've got the decking, so you can sort of open up your sliding doors and the fresh air can come in and you can sit out on the deck, and that sort of happens all throughout the home in different ways. The inbuilt joinery, just the shelves, and some really clever bespoke features such as the vanity in the ensuite and the bathroom are old vintage style units that have been converted into these vanities. So clever. Beautiful.
Just before we get to the pool, let's go up to the structure that we see when we first walk in. Talk about amazing multi-generational living opportunities.
That's right. So the focus of this property is there are 2 houses. So you have this original home and there is a brand new build, which is a second home. Now, often when you get these sorts of rural properties, the second home is smaller and it might only be 1 or 2 bedrooms. And so it does offer a second dwelling. But this is actually a 3-bedroom, open plan living area, passive, sustainable house, and it's equally as beautiful as the one we're in. It's actually a dilemma, like which home would I live in?
Yes. You could put your wife or your partner down this one and you go live up there. I've got to say, it's, we're late autumn, it's about 11 degrees outside. We drove out, it's drizzling. You walk into the first structure and it's just beautiful and toasty warm. We've got the fire going, and then down in this main house as well, exactly the same thing. You just walk in and you just go, oh, this is just so homely.
Exactly. And both homes are electrified, which means they have solar. So you don't have to rely on the wood fires. The wood fires offer that beautiful ambience and that secondary heating, but there is solar array on both homes. You can have an electric vehicle. I think that's really important at the moment, and you're moving out to the country. You don't need to be worrying about petrol. You can, keep yourself moving with the solar energy.
Lovely. I think I've got 3 favourite parts of this house. I can't just have one. What's yours? Do you have a multiple, or is there one that just absolutely pops for you?
I think there's there's actually quite a few. The step down into the lounge, because I think that's very much like that conversational pit, which speaks to the vintage of the home. I cannot go past the pink tiles and the terrazzo style tiling and the beautiful fluted glass in the ensuite and in the bathroom. And also in this home, the way that Matt has created a vision and visibility all the way through the hallway, glass at the end, a door that opens out, and you can see the chickens in the distance. So you can just see the bush and the beautiful countryside around from every direction.
In the interest of time, I'm just going to give you my top one, and it is when you drive up to the property and down the driveway and you open the car door and you step out into beautiful rural silence.
Yes.
It's just so good.
It really is, and you don't see your neighbours. So on 10 acres, it's well positioned that you don't see the other houses. So you do feel very secluded. It's very private. And this is a beautiful time of year to come out here and have a look, because the warmth of the wood fire really does bring that sense of home. And every season out here in the country around Canberra is absolutely stunning as it gets, into autumn, but then into winter, and the mist and the frosts and the bright days in winter. But then as you come into summer, it gets really golden and everything does dry off a little bit, but that's gorgeous as well because it's just a whole different season. So the experience of living in the country, you can't go past it.
Yeah, and again, it's just outside the nation's capital. So very quickly and finally, who buys this house? Who comes here? Who do you think it's going to suit?
We've had lots of families come out, multi-generational. So people with young adult children with, their first baby, and helping families, age in place and come together to just live, but they still have their own separate houses. Obviously, the way that Jean and Matt live here with John and Dahlia with their parents, so it's fantastic for having your parents with you. So I think just the idea that big families can live here together.
Yeah. Lovely. All right, so how and when are we selling? What does all that look and sound like?
That's right. We have a listed price. We're having it by a private negotiation, and we'd love everybody to come and visit. We have it open this weekend.
All right, Holly, thank you for bringing us to this stunning property, and thanks for beautiful descriptions that you've given us as well.
Thanks, Cam, as always.
All right, come and have a look at this amazing place. It's almost an experience here in WAMBOIN, thanks to Zango.